Thanks for joining us this evening on TKO Local News. The United States Postal Service says it has closed the Parthenon Post Office, which sustained severe damage from a tornado early Tuesday morning until further notice. Customers of the Parthenon Post Office may, however, pick up their mail at the Jasper Post Office, located at 412 West Court Street in Jasper, until operations can be restored in Parthenon. The Postal Service says until the post office reopens, alternate retail services and mail service for customers with the 72666 zip code will be provided during regular business hours at the Jasper facility. Also, customers do not need to complete a change of address form for service to be continued. The Postal Service say they will work as fast as possible to restore operations in the Parthenon Post Office. The tornado that basically destroyed Parthenon also raked the area of Piercetown and damaged three airplanes, completely destroying one of them. Ralph Day lives about 6 miles east of Jasper. Between Day and his nephews, they had three airplanes on top of the mountain, two in an indoor hangar and one in an open-air hangar. Day says the storm happened quickly, but it did a lot of damage to the planes and to his home. They added they had put a new metal roof on the building last summer, but it was completely ripped off during the big storm. On Tuesday morning, they discovered that the single engine plane that was under the inside hangar had been damaged to the wing area. The third plane, the one in the open air hangar, was located about 50 yards or more away from that hangar. 30-year-old Leah Buford of Gassville was arrested by the Arkansas State Police on Sunday evening for felony possession of controlled substances and drug paraphernalia after she ran her vehicle off of Tucker Cemetery Road in Gassville. A motor vehicle collision report from the Baxter County Sheriff's Office says that Buford smelled of alcohol, but she refused a blood alcohol test. Buford's vehicle was northbound and rolled over twice after leaving the roadway. A witness at the scene checked on Buford and called 911. Buford was not injured in the accident, but was released to the to the Baxter County Jail Monday after posting a $2,500 bond. In compliance with the Arkansas statutes, Boone County Sheriff Mike Moore is giving the community notification about a convicted sex offender. According to the sheriff's press release, Charles Douglas Clark, whose sex offender assessment is still pending as of news time, has moved into a residence on Boat Dock Road in Omaha. Clark was convicted in Kansas in 2012 for inappropriately touching a 12-year-old girl. Arkansas State University Mountain Home will host a truck party Thursday evening at the Veda Shed Community Development Center on the school's campus as a fundraising event for the university. And officials there say some lucky person attending the event will drive home in a classic 1977 Ford F-150 truck in pristine condition. Tickets for the event are $50 per person, which includes a buffet dinner. All in attendance will be eligible to win the truck, as well as over 50 prizes valued from $50 to $500. The truck party will begin promptly at 6 p.m. and end at 8 p.m. Tickets may be purchased at the Veda Shed Community Development Center in the Office of Development. Stay with us. Be back in a moment. We'll take a look at some headline news from around the region as TKO 8 News continues.
The savory savings continue this week at Edwards Grocery. Check out this week's deals. USDA ground beef, only $1.79 per pound of the family pack. Selected varieties, Minute Maid orange juice, 2 for $5. Bone-in sirloin pork roast, only 99 cents per pound. Selected varieties, hot or lean pockets, 5 for $10. And Wesson canola or vegetable oil, only $2.99. Sam Alexander Pharmacy has expanded and is now offering many additional products and services. Their new pharmaceutical compounding area allows them to create products to fit the unique needs of a customer. They also have added Spinco orthotic shoes and sandals, Dr. Comfort diabetic shoes, baby gifts by Aiden and Anais, and toys by Melissa and Doug. Stop in today and let them help you with any of your specialty pharmaceutical needs. Sam Alexander Pharmacy, your local Health Mart pharmacy in Harrison.
Spring has already started at Sisters Flower and Gift Shop. The ladies at Sisters have created some beautiful spring floral arrangements, and new home accent items are arriving daily. You'll also find a good selection of centerpieces, wall decor, and many other great gift items. Come by and check out their new baby section with gift ideas for both mom and baby. From handcrafted dinnerware, serving pieces, tabletop items, and licensed Razorback products, Sisters has just the right gift item for any occasion. Catch the spring fever at Sisters Flower and Gift Shop. We are so much more than flowers.
Ah, sweet Louise, do you dream of Hercules? He'll be the best dressed boy in town, where you sure are something, the best there ever was.
The new Sport Heritage line.
Well, it won't mean nothing unless I try my luck and bring her out to you, Louise.
Only from Yamaha.
Jonesboro police are asking for help from the public as they look into shots fired over the weekend. According to Jonesboro police, officers received the call Sunday. When officers arrived, they found a car that had crashed into a parked vehicle. Officers were then told that several shots had been fired at people in the moving vehicle from outside a residence, causing the driver to crash into the parked automobile. No one was injured by the gunfire, but 5 people were treated and released for injuries caused by that accident. As for the possible motive, police were told the incident stemmed from a dispute earlier on Sunday, but authorities have had trouble getting hold of victims and witnesses in that case. An event called Sex on the Lawn at Arkansas Tech University has spurred debate in Russellville and at the state capitol in Little Rock, where a lawmaker and supporters of the event are taking opposing views. According to reports, the 3rd annual event on Thursday is an all-inclusive sex education seminar sponsored by a campus LGBT organization. The group Spectrum is providing booths for people of different sexual orientations, gender identities, and disabilities. Representative Mary Bentley questions whether or not the event should be funded by taxpayers. Arkansas Tech junior Sydney Laughlin disagreed, saying she personally wants to be a part of a group that supports the diversity and inclusion of different sexualities. Arkansas lawmakers are putting a voter ID measure on the ballot next year as they try to reinstate a requirement that was struck down by the state Supreme Court more than 2 years ago. The proposed amendment says the legislature shall approve a law requiring voters to show voter ID before casting a ballot. The legislature enacted a voter ID law in 2013, but the state Supreme Court struck the measure down the following year and said it violated Arkansas's Constitution. The proposal is one of 2 measures lawmakers have approved for the 2018 ballot. The legislature has also referred a proposal limiting damage awards in civil lawsuits. A plan to end Arkansas's practice of commemorating Confederate General Robert E. Lee on the same day as slain civil rights leader Martin Luther King Jr. has won approval in the state Senate but faces an uncertain future in the House. The Senate on Tuesday voted 25-0 for the proposal to remove Lee from the state holiday on the 3rd Monday in January, honoring King. Only 2 other states, Alabama and Mississippi, honor the men on the same day. The proposal, which heads to the House, designates the 2nd Saturday in October as a state Memorial Day rather than a holiday to honor Lee. The proposal also requires the state to expand what's taught in public schools about civil rights and the Civil War. Concerned parents and school supporters took their concerns to the front door of the Department of Education's Commissioner Johnny Key last night. The group Save Our Schools marched and chanted in front of Key's home, asking Key to reconsider closing 4 schools in the Little Rock School District. Franklin, Wilson Elementary Schools, along with Woodruff Early Childhood Education Center and Hamilton Learning Academy, are set to close at the end of the current school year. Key announced the decision at a state board meeting on February 9th after reviewing recommendations from Little Rock School District Superintendent Michael Poore and hearing public comment. Before we take a look at the changing weather forecast as we move on through the work week, here's the way the stock market ended today. Another beautiful day here in the Ozarks. Summer-like temperatures, lots of sunshine. Started off a little cool, actually a little frost in some areas, but didn't take long. Once that sun got up, it was around 71 degrees this afternoon here at our studios. What a nice day. Still a little bit windy, but not as bad as yesterday. However, we've had some windy conditions over the last 30 to 60 days, and it looks like it's going to continue through the work week. Here's the way it looks for the rest of the week. Nice weather for a few days, then we're going to have a rollback, if you will. As a matter of fact, speaking of rollbacks, we're actually going to go forward this weekend. When you go to bed on Saturday night, don't forget you've got to spring forward by 1 hour, as Sunday will start daylight savings time. Here's the way it looks weather-wise. Tomorrow's going to be another great day outside. Temperatures again in the 70s, possibly 74 degrees. Then on Thursday, about 60 degrees. Friday, about 60 degrees under sunny skies throughout the day. But a big system to the west of us is expected to come across the Central Plains and across the state of Arkansas late Friday night into Saturday. And look what changes we're going to have. Lots of thunderstorms expected, about 100% chance we will get rainfall, hopefully no bad weather, but a high temperature on Saturday, 39 degrees. That is a big switch. Sunday, partly cloudy skies, a slight warm-up. Still a lot of clouds out there, but 53 degrees in the afternoon. We kick off the work week on Monday, partly cloudy skies and 56, and then the warm-up continues back again about the middle part of next week. But 39 degrees for a daytime high on Saturday is going to be a real shocker for all of us that's gotten used to this almost summer-like weather. Stay with us. Be back in a moment. We'll take a look at sports from around the region as TKO 8 News continues.
Hello, this is Michelle from Nature's Wonders. This time of year, people tend to be disappointed in themselves for not following through with New Year's resolutions. Well, we have a thought for you. Why New Year's resolutions? Why not New Day resolutions? Each day is an opportunity for us to start fresh, have a new attitude, be more positive, and take better care of ourselves. We're here to help by providing the natural and organic grocery and supplements that you need. Come see us at Nature's Wonders on Highway 65 in Harrison, just down from Thompson's Ace Hardware. And remember, when you start each day, make a New Day resolution to be a better and healthier you.
Welcome to our One for Everyone sales event.
We're looking for something reliable.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care. It's our 2-year or 25,000-mile maintenance plan.
I can do my own maintenance.
Also includes 24-hour roadside assistance.
Oh, roadside my own assistance. Thank you.
At no additional cost.
That's great.
Okay, yeah. Sign us up.
Right now, get $2,500 customer cash. Or qualified buyers get 0% APR financing for 72 months plus a $1,000 subvention bonus on a new 2017 Camry.
Now we can sell your tools.
Toyota, let's go places.
Join Sammy Klein Thursdays and Fridays during the TKO 8 local newscast for this week's closing livestock market report. Made possible by Quality Feed Grains of Harrison and Bellefonte. Quality Feed Grains has you covered. Everything for cattle, pets, deer, equine, poultry, seed and spray, show feed, and garden. Check their website, qualityfeedgrains.com, now for this month's special. Quality Feed Grains of Harrison and Bellefonte, proud sponsors of the Livestock Report with Sammy Klein on Harrison's broadcast station TKO Channel 8.
Harrison Lady Goblins opened the home softball season with a victory on Monday. Hosting the Berryville Lady Bobcats, Harrison picked up a 9-3 victory at Cavender Field. The Lady Goblins were first to get on the board with a single run in the bottom of the third inning. Berryville tied the ball game in the top of the fifth with a single run off of its own. Harrison would begin to pull away in the bottom half of the inning as the Lady Goblins pushed 4 runs across the plate for a 5-1 advantage. In the top of the sixth inning, Berryville got back on the board when Haley Revitt left the yard for a 2-run home run score, and Hannah Pertil run across the base as well. With the Harrison lead down to 5-3, the Lady Goblins got back to work at the mound with another 4 runs to stretch their lead to 9-3. Berryville was held scoreless in the top of the 7th as Harrison claimed the victory. Harrison begins conference play on Thursday as the team travels to Siloam Springs. Hot Springs will be the hotbed of basketball games in the state of Arkansas this week. The state finals for all 7 Arkansas high school classifications will be held at the Hot Springs Convention Center. Due to the popularity of the games, the marquee matchups of several high-profile teams have been moved to different days to avoid overcrowding of the facilities that seats some 6,300 people. The area team in the mix, of course, the Valley Springs Lady Tigers. Lady Tigers will play Hoxie on Friday afternoon. North Arkansas College softball team hit the road for a triple header of double headers, traveling to Fort Scott, Kansas on Friday, then Coffeyville, Kansas on Saturday, and finishing up their trip with a journey to Lebanon, Missouri. The only problem with the trip was the squad dropped all 3 doubleheaders. The loss to Fort Scott Community College 19-2 and 10-2. They dropped their Coffeyville Community College games 3-0 and 8-0. Playing Mineral Area Community College in Lebanon, Missouri, Lady Pioneers fell 10-4 and 10-1. Not a good road trip. The number 11 seed Arkansas State women's basketball team defeated the number 6 seed Georgia Southern with a 61-54 victory in the opening round of the Sun Belt Conference Championship Tournament at Lakefront Arena. A-State advances to take on number 3 Troy Thursday evening at 7:30 in the quarterfinals. The Red Wolves were led by freshman Jade Ford's 23 points, while fellow freshman Star Taylor added 11 points on a 5 of 8 shooting spree. Lauren Bradshaw grabbed a career-high 13 rebounds, while Ford's 5 steals also set a career high. With the win, A-State improved overall record to 7-24 on the season and 26-25 all-time in the SBC tournament. It also marked the 4th straight year that the squad has won a game in that tournament. Southeastern Conference coaches have named South Carolina's Cindris Thornwell the league's player of the year. Coaches also picked Florida's Mike White as coach of the year in awards announced Tuesday by the SEC. Thornwell, Vanderbilt's Luke Cornett, and Malachi Monk were among the first-team all-SEC picks by Florida's Kevin Allen, Georgia's J.J. Fraser, and Yante Mate, Kentucky's De'Aaron Fox, and Mississippi's Sebastian Zayez. Thornwell and Monk also tied for the league lead in scoring at 21 points per game. The Gamecocks star also led the SEC in steals. And that wraps up our broadcast here for this evening. Thanks for joining us. Join us Monday through Friday at 6:30 and again at 10 p.m. as we continue to bring you local news, weather, sports, and local announcements from around the area on Harrison's broadcast station, TKO Channel 8. Now stay tuned for more local events around our viewing area.
Harrison's broadcast